Okay, so surprise, RIOTACT is the only place you can advertise online. But how do you know if you're getting a really good deal? So that's something that I want to talk to you about today. I want to cover off things like what is it that you're actually buying, and so this is what I'm going to be covering today. The lingo, what am I buying, the stats, how is this relevant to me? That's what I want to just be keeping your ears out for. Who reads the RIOTACT, social proof, ways to engage, and I'll have a section that's for your eyes only. What I'm not covering today is how to make compelling creative, how to increase your click rate, and how to increase your conversion rate. That's a whole other conversation, and that's probably what we would discuss in our one-on-one time, in our dance card time. So I'll just go over the lingo. The two things that are really important here are cost per million, which is cost per thousand, and impressions. We're actually buying impressions. And there's other things, click-through rate, cost per click, clicks, which is when a customer is engaging with your advertising. Conversion is when someone completes a valuable transaction on your website. That could be collecting a lead, or it could be buying something from you. What am I actually buying? I ruined it. You're actually buying eyeballs. So there was an article that came out yesterday, and it said that in Australia we've just cracked the $3 billion barrier, where that's how much people are spending over the last 12 months on online advertising. And in the next 12 months, it's probably going to surpass television. Okay, so some stats. This is just a standard average website. Well, it was my website. So I didn't have any advertising leading any backlinks to my website. This is all purely organic. So I did nearly 20,000 page views, and I did about 7,000 unique visitors over a year. So that's okay. It converted into 98 real leads, and I did a pretty good selling from there. So when people would come and have their interviews with me, 80% of the time they would sign up. So when the price point is like around $1,000 to $2,000, I think that's pretty good. I was living off that, so that was okay. But the RIOTACT per month does 1.2 million page views per month. So compared with my 20,000 for the whole year, so it's a big site. It has a lot of visitors. So over the month we had 160,000 unique visitors, and I'm quite impressed. You should be, because it's a big site and we get a lot of traffic. But what does it all mean? So it means that we're doing our job. Our job is to report on all things Canberra, meanwhile offering a news and views forum where local Canberrans can get involved in topics of discussion that's meaningful to them. In doing so, we get the eyeballs. And this is what I want you to just keep an eye out for. Because what you want to know is, how's this relevant to you? How's it relevant to me? So who reads the RIOTACT? I really like the way they've said that. These are stats that you can find on the website. So it's 50-50 male and female. They're earning pretty good money. They kind of live evenly distributed over north side, south side. 70% of the people are in public service. They're kind of young, and they feel well educated. How do they come to read the RIOTACT? So this is really important. So we actually push the articles that are uploaded daily out to Twitter, which then syncs to Facebook. When it's in their Facebook feed, they see an interesting article and they go to that, which means they don't always land on the front page, which is also something really important. They actually land on the article that's relevant to them. Okay, so Google loves the RIOTACT. We have a really high SEO rate, and SEO is search engine optimization. So this is the houses relevant to you test. This is cool. So I did a Google search, recommended financial planners. We've got RIOTACT came up, an article about RIOTACT, and Milestone came up underneath. So I've got a couple of other examples. Personal training, RIOTACT came up, Strive came down bottom, sorry Tony. Classic Chem Drive, bought some space to land at the top, nice one Chris. Okay, and there's an article down the bottom, can anyone recommend a carpet cleaner in Canberra? Bullshit. Well done Alexandra, you actually organically landed above RIOTACT, which I think is really cool, you're the only one who did. I did recommended accountants, we're in there, but there's nothing about firm. Recommended driving school, we're in there, but there's nothing about panache training. That's because industry marketing's on Facebook, right? Yeah. So just to recap, people read the RIOTACT, and those people are most likely your potential customers. So how do you get in front of these eyeballs? These are our ways to engage, and I'm always talking about this every every week with my 60-second presentation, I'm always talking about the banners that we do. I always get asked questions, it's like every week. People ask me, but does anyone actually click on these ads? You know, who clicks on these ads? So when the Burberry Hotel launched, they got 126 clicks over a month, 216 clicks over a month. When Erica's Aesthetics was out there for 6 months, they got 259 people go to their website. So I don't know how many they converted, that's not my job. We just got them the clicks, and when Home at Craze launched, they were up for 3 weeks. They were actually up on the RIOTACT for 1 week before they were out in Canberra Weekly or City News, and they sold at 4 lowest pricing, $387. They sold that before any advertising went anywhere else. So I worked it out, that's a 30,000% return on investment. So, standard rates for the RIOTACT is CPM, we covered that off before, cost per million, which is cost per 1,000. So you buy them in groups with 1,000. So every $20, you've bought 1,000 impressions. You can get a really good rate of $20 CPM for 3 months and under, but the longer you're with us, we give you a better rate. So we give you $18 for 6 months, and then $15 CPM for 12 months. Other platforms, Canberra Times Online, it's $30 CPM, and out of Canberra, it's $40 CPM. So there are other places, but I think we're better value. That's how you know you're getting a good deal. Featured articles. This went up the other day. Featured article on some mentoring. So basically, this lady paid for that space. She can write anything she wants in there. It's her space. She can have the comments turned on or turned off. She can create a discussion around whatever it is that she's talking about. I think she's talking about mentoring. And people can engage and ask her questions there, and it's a great way to connect with the community. Feature article rates are $1,500 just for a one-off article. This is for GST. You can do 12 a year with us, so if you actually wanted to take up a blog or write regularly for us, we'll give you a better rate, $1,300 each. And if you're writing more than that, we can do it even better, so we're writing $1,100. They actually stay up permanently, we don't take them down. So you write an article for Canberra Times or Canberra Weekly, it's thrown in the bin the next week, and when it comes out, your article's not in that one. It's in the one that's now in the bin. But ours stays up on the site indefinitely, and as you saw, when people are Googling things, it'll actually come up. It generates really good SEO for you. So this is our newest thing. This is a showcase. As it is at the moment, it's going to get tweaked. It's perfect if your website's not ready and you still want to generate leads, because we create a landing page for you. So this particular one is a landscape. They've got $50 off a deal, but they definitely don't have that on their website. You can't get that unless you go through this ad. And they're getting phone calls every day about this one. It's only been up about a week. So the showcase rates are, you're getting on every single page, so it's 1.2 million page impressions a month, which is amazing. You know you'll be getting 360,000 unique viewers. You only have to do it for a minimum of a month, and it's $150 a week, so it's a really, really great price. So this is for your ads only. So if you remember that I said the standard rate before was $20 CPM. I actually have a really great offer, and I'm not selling you anything today, I'm just going to make you an offer you can't refuse. So we have, so just today I've got some booking forms I'm going to send out in a second, but you can take up a $10 CPM rate, or if you want to do a feature article for you today, if you're sitting here, you can do a feature article for the really super, super cheap price, $1,100. Or you can do the showcase rate. We did have this going, and it's actually, that deal's over now, but it's only up for next hour or so for you guys. So, any questions?
If there's $10 CPM,
yeah.
What does that entail?
Okay, so, glad you asked, and I happen to have something I prepared earlier. There you go, so just pass these around. So, here we go. Basically, I've put together packages either 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months for you at a CPM rate. So, obtain, which means you get like double more bang for the buck. So it's double the rate, double the amount of impressions that you would normally pay for that amount of money. So, for example, a really good campaign on the RIOTACT for banner advertising is about 10,000 impressions a week. It's nice. It's definitely not, it's not a pebble in the pond, it's more of a rock. But if you want to make a big bang, you go 20,000 impressions a week, that'd be like chucking a boulder into the lake. If you get my, Do they have enough?